Hello everybody, welcome to Totally Tabled. My name is Shaggy, and this is Retail Rundown, where I quickly go over the newest soloable board games to hit the retail market, at least where I live in the United States. If I miss a release that you feel deserves attention, please give it a mention in the comments below. First up is Shallow Sea, a multi-layer puzzle board game for 1 to 4 players. This started as a Kickstarter, but is now available at retail, and I filmed a full solo playthrough, which is currently playing in the background, so please go check it out if you haven't. Shallow Sea is a fantastic tile-laying game reminiscent of Cascadia and Harmonies. If you like those two games, I'm confident you'll like Shallow Sea. I think it's the most thinky and puzzly of the trio, especially if you add the expansion. As a quick overview, at the beginning of every round, you either draft a marine life tile or a coral tile, and the corresponding fish token, very similar to Cascadia. You arrange the tiles on your board, and the fish tokens go between the tiles. By placing the right colors of fish surrounding the coral, you complete it and flip it over. And then the right pattern of completed coral tiles can complete the marine life tiles. Completing tiles is the main way that you're going to score points. I really like that you only include a small number of tiles in each game, so you can put in different tiles for variability and replayability. There are even scenarios you can play and challenges you can try to complete. Again, check out my playthrough for more details. Next up is the solo-only dice game 20 Strong Tanglewoods by Chip Theory Games. This started out on GameFound, but has now hit retail. It's the second group of 20 Strong games. This time it's focusing on the new Tanglewoods trilogy, which involves fairy tale characters. So, for instance, the red deck features Little Red Riding Hood facing off against the big bad wolf. And the gold deck is, of course, Goldilocks against the 3 bears. And the white deck is Snow White versus her evil stepmother. All 3 boxes showcase stunning Manny Tremblay artwork, along with artist Serena Shiani. Now, to be clear, you can use the original 20 Strong core box with these expansions, or you can instead get the new core box that comes bundled with the red deck. If you're interested in seeing how the 20 Strong system works in general, I have a playthrough of the first game, which came in the original core box. That'll give you a basic idea of how the dice system works, but each different box adds unique rules and twists to the basic system, so each deck provides a different experience. Next is Bohemians by Portal Games. This was one of my most anticipated games from Essen this year, so you can go check out that video. I'll repeat my summary of the game here. Bohemians is a deck-building card game where you play as an artist in Paris trying to find the inspiration to create a masterpiece while dealing with the challenges of daily life. You'll carefully play cards to earn inspiration, which you then use to gain new cards. I'm really looking forward to playing this one because I love the theme, the artwork is simply gorgeous, and I'm a fan of deck building. I'm excited to see what Bohemians does differently than the typical deck building game. The Hobbit There and Back Again by Office Dog is a competitive roll and write adventure game for 1 to 4 players. The description on BGG says, quote, "You draft dice to make pathways, collect resources, and perform actions," unquote, which will help you complete your chapter goal. The game covers 8 iconic challenges faced by Bilbo in The Hobbit, like defeating the dragon Smaug. I have to admit, I don't really feel the need to play another roll and write game, and I've had my fill of J.R.R. Tolkien properties for a while, but I'm sure this is going to be a very popular game and a nice one for families as well. Covenant by De Vere was on a lot of gamers' Essen most anticipated lists. I had it around number 13 or 14 on my list. I'm surprised to see it hit retail already, so that's pretty exciting. Covenant looks like a medium to heavyweight worker placement game about dwarves reclaiming a sacred mountain or something like that. You're going to assign your dwarven workers to different tasks, including digging out the mountain, defeating enemies, and building different buildings. I personally can't get a good feel for this one, maybe because this theme is just not really doing it for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm definitely going to play it, but I'm just a little concerned that the solo might not hold up. If you've tried it, please let us know what you thought in the comments below. Invincible the card game is a cooperative deck building game that, to the best of my knowledge, is a standalone remake of Astro Knights, but also integrates with Astro Knights. Astro Knights is also a re-implementation of Aeon's End. So if you're familiar with either of those two games, you have a pretty good idea of how Invincible the card game works. This obviously uses the Invincible IP, like Invincible the hero building game, which I made a full playthrough video for not too long ago. That game was really fun, by the way. Now, I think I've mentioned here before that I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of Aeon's End. I thought it was fine, but I know a lot of gamers really love it, especially solo gamers. And to be honest, I haven't even heard that much about Astro Knights. I've kind of forgot about it. I remember it looking a bit generic, and I think this superhero theme might work better for me. I know that it can be played in single battles or as sort of an overarching campaign, and I'm a really big fan of that choice. Lightning Train was one of my most anticipated games from Gen Con this year. It's a bag-building train game for 1 to 4 players by Paul Dennen, the designer of Clank and Dune Imperium. Apparently, you're going to be adding chips to your company's bag and then using them to open stations and build lines across America in order to deliver goods. There's a lot of different types of train games, some that are pretty lightweight and some that are extremely heavyweight. This one looks to be quite a bit heavier than I first realized. Maybe close to like a Steam or a Brass? I'm not sure. But unfortunately, based on the early reports, I'm concerned this might not work very well solo. Again, if you've tried it, give us your review in the comments below. Horrified Dungeons & Dragons is more than just a reskin of Horrified. It includes rules, quote, inspired by the mechanisms of D&D, including the use of a 20-sided die. Okay, interesting. The basic co-op pick up and deliver gameplay is still present, where you're going to be moving around, gathering item tokens and protecting citizens, taking them where they want to go. But in Horrified D&D, each hero character has unique special abilities that involve resolving a D20 check. There appears to be cards that can mitigate that. I don't know, sounds cool, and I do enjoy Horrified, so I'm excited to check it out. Propolis is a tableau building card game about medieval bee colonies competing to dominate the realm. You place out worker bees to collect pollen and expand your hive. New hive structures provide additional resources and new scoring opportunities. This sounds like a cute, lightweight engine builder that they claim can be played in only 15 to 30 minutes. Kronologic Cuzco 1450 is the next game in the Deduction Murder Mystery series for 1 to 4 players. I've made a playthrough of the first one, Paris 1920, so go check that out to see how it plays. This one appears to be pretty much the same thing with a different theme. And there we go, a bunch of new solo games hitting retail. Which ones did I miss? Please let me know in the comments below. I'd like to thank all of the financial supporters of Totally Tabled, including the totally radical Dr. Casey, Hextra, Mitch Fisher, John Kohler, Scott Myers, and Jay Satterwhite, as well as the totally bodacious Connie Womack. If you're interested in becoming a member, you can join on YouTube or my Patreon at www.patreon.com/totallytabled. You'll gain access to my new exclusive podcast, Table Talk, as well as unboxing videos and whatever extra stuff I come up with. As always, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.